Hey, why do you suppose Bayport lets Clam keep operating that old tub?
Well, because so many people want to go over to Rocky Isle. He's got more customers than he can handle. Right, Frank?
Yeah. Hey, you know something? We've been trying to figure a way to make money over summer vacation. Why couldn't we go into the fairing business, too?
Well, one reason is we haven't got a boat.
Hey! Here we go, Ben.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, we don't have a boat.
Well, we might be able to charter one, or if it's cheap enough, buy one.
Hey, I still got the dough I got for graduation. Hey, well, I got that check from playing the senior prom. Don't you guys still have that money from solving the airport mystery?
That's right, I almost forgot.
Hey, what was missing anyway? Electronic parts or something?
Just the ones with platinum in them. We'll have to call Dad and ask him, though, Joe.
Oh, he'll let us. How about you, Chet? Any graduation dough?
I don't graduate till next year, remember? With you.
Hey, what'd you have to bring that up for?
It's okay, Skinny. We'll let you work it out.
Okay.
How about you, Jim?
Broke. Stony. I might have something else, though.
Man, there's no something else to money, Jim.
Like what, Jim?
Well, I've got an uncle up in the city, an importer.
Yeah?
I just remembered that when he was here the other day, he was telling my father about a beat of old junk that apparently got shipped in from Hong Kong by mistake.
A real Chinese junk.
Hey, wait a minute. I said it was real beat up.
Well, that's okay. We'll fix it.
Hold it. Now, Jim doesn't know what his uncle wants for the junk, or even if he wants to sell it.
Well, I'm sure he'll want to get rid of it, but I'll have to find out how much he wants.
What are we waiting for?
Jim, come, let's see what we can find out, huh? Hey, Bill, get us down, will you? Tiny, come back here. Come back here, Tiny.
Tiny, get him off of now! Now, please, get him down.
Get out.
Me.
He just likes you, sir. He's really just a big baby, sir.
Oh, yes, well, I should hate to wait until he grows up.
Tiny, you nut.
That's nothing in there for you, my boy. Well, if you'll excuse me, young man.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I forgot. You didn't know my nephews, Frank and Joe Hardy. This is Dr. Montrose.
Glad to meet you, sir.
He's new in town.
Quite new, I'm afraid. I was on my way to a house call on Cedar Street.
Well, that's way over past the...
Yes. So Miss Hardy explained to me. She even offered to let me use your telephone. And offered a cup of tea. A true Samaritan. Well, I have a restive patient, so I must be on my way. It is delightful to have met you, gentlemen, and your enthusiastic young friend. Bye-bye.
Come on.
Charming.
I hope you didn't charm us out of tonight's dessert.
That's not funny, young man. And if you don't do something about that dog jumping all over everyone who walks into this house, well, I'm going to have a few words to say to your father when he gets back from Los Angeles.
Dad, this is Frank. We're not disturbing you, are we?
Oh, no, not at all, son. Something on your mind?
Well, we've got a proposition for you, Dad.
Frank,
Wait a minute.
if that's your father, would you ask him if he ever found the key to the storage room? World's greatest detective can't even remember where he put an ordinary key.
We don't know what Jim's uncle will want for it, but if it's reasonable, we thought it might be a good deal.
Sounds like it might be. An authentic Chinese junk from Hong Kong. Very picturesque and, very coincidental.
What do you mean, Dad?
Well, you know this case that I'm working on now.
The whole collection of antique jade, sure.
Yes, it was on exhibition in Hong Kong when it was stolen.
Oh, yeah?
You remember, I think you were working up on those burglaries at the Tower Mansion. I told you about a crook that knew more about rare jade than any of the world's experts.
Sure. He's in our files. His name is, Ballarat. Yeah, and he's called the lizard. No, not the lizard. The chameleon. because he could change himself into almost anybody.
Right. No matter who he pretended that he was, he always wore expensive jade jewelry.
You think he's in Los Angeles, Dad?
No, I don't, but I have evidence to believe that he was here, that he was contacted by the people that stole the whole collection. He could be anywhere on this coast. As a matter of fact, if you do go up and see Jim's uncle, you might call Lieutenant Jefferson of the burglary division. Tell him that Ballarat may be operating up there.
Okay, Dad, and thanks. We'll keep our eyes open, too, Dad.
Fine. Good luck. And, give my regards to your Aunt Gertrude.
Okay, Dad. So long.
Man, look at that sail.
Well, I told you at that price you weren't getting a yacht. You'll have to admit I didn't lie to you on that score.
We can pass those up, Uncle Ben.
We wouldn't need him anyway, except for steadying sails.
Hey, boy,
Yes, sir?
we heard you got a junk for sale. This it?
Uh-huh. But it's no longer for sale. These boys have already bought it.
Come on. What would a bunch of kids want with an old hulk like that?
I suppose they could ask you the same question.
I got plenty of use for it.
Sorry, we've already made a deal.
So on me. What's it worth to you? 50? 100?
Mr. Foy, we haven't signed the papers yet, and if you can make that much more on the deal, maybe you ought to take it.
Don't be silly, Conway.
So you haven't signed the papers yet, eh? That means the deal's still open. Okay, what do you want?
Well, we shook hands and we agreed to...
That ain't no business deal.
It's the way I do business, and I don't think it's any concern of yours.
All righty. Maybe I'll just make it my concern. Maybe the boys here can talk you into seeing it our way.
Jim, I think it'd be a good idea for you to go up to the office and call the dock police.
I think it would be a better idea if you stayed right here.
If you don't want your arm broken, I'd advise you to tell your men to stay where they are.
More kid, ain't you?
I might also advise you that my nephew has taken instructions in karate from me, and his friends here seem perfectly capable of taking care of themselves.
I want to get pinched for beating up kids.
We'd better go up to the office and sign those papers before there's any more trouble. You can leave your gear here.
Hey, Tim, get our jackets and sweaters, will you?
Hey, wait for me!
Hey, Jim, I didn't know you knew how to do that stuff. You know something? I wasn't too sure either.
Nice going, Jim. I still think you're gypping yourself on this deal, Mr. Foy.
Forget it. We've got something more serious to consider anyhow.
What's that?
And that's where we're going to get you fellows some dinner.
We don't want to impose on you, Mr. Foy. And anyway, I figured we could get underway and maybe make bait for it tonight.
Good idea. But first, you're going to have to get clearance from the Port Authority, and then the Coast Guard. By that time, it'll be dark. So I guess you'll just have to settle for a humble Chinese dinner. Let's go.
Sorry, Chet.
What's the matter?
Chinese food looks like a lot, but in a couple hours you'll be hungry again.
Oh, no.
You see, even Chet couldn't finish. That's got to be the miracle of the century.
Could I try again in a couple hours?
You're kidding. Now for dessert.
No.
Okay, but we can't finish the meal without fortune cookies.
Yeah. All right. They should.
Great.
It's young, Lila.
Hold on.
Boy, that meal was just great.
Well, wish you had a place like this down in Bayport, huh?
Sure beats the malt shop. Hey, wait a minute now. Mine says you really are the greatest. Easy, team.
charm will see it through.
Something, sir?
No, it's all right.
Hey, how about mine? A dark-eyed beauty will change your life. I better start looking, huh?
You don't have to. You've already found her. Or it. Our ship. The junk. Didn't you notice it had dark eyes? Up at the bow.
Yeah. Hey, what are those for, anyway?
Old proverb. Boat with no eyes cannot see.
Right now, I think they're looking for us. We better go, huh?
Right. If we stay here in town, we'll never get up in time. Anyway, it'll be fun sleeping on the boat.
What about breakfast?
We'll get you a doggy bag, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Hey, Jim, you really think that dark-eyed beauty meant the junk? Nancy has dark eyes.
Yeah, but has he changed your life?
Excuse me. What was on it, Frank? The ill-considered voyage ended in disaster. This was done on a typewriter.
I know. Don't say anything about it. Let's get out of here.
This cuts off about 6 blocks, and the dock is right out there at the end of the alley.
I got tackle high and low.
Hey, what's the matter, Chet? You're gonna have to get in better shape. What happened to your breakfast?
My breakfast. How'd you get that?
Very clever, these Chinese.
Hey! What's the matter, Frank?
Could have sworn I saw somebody on board.
Look, they're by the hatch. Get him! Come on. Come on.
You learn well, novice.
Come on. What is this?
Sorry, I was trespassing. I was looking for the owner, and I thought I'd...
We all own it.
I see. I only heard it was for sale this morning in Chicago. I flew here immediately to make an offer on it.
Everybody wants to buy this thing.
There are others. I'd be happy to top any offer you've had.
We don't want to sell.
Not to anyone.
Not to anyone.
I see I'm wasting my time as well as yours. Good night. And good luck, novice.
Now, what was that all about? Why didn't you let him have it, Jim?
He's better than I am. Much. Maybe third Dan black belt.
How do you know?
That's one of the things you have to learn in karate. Just from the way the guy stands, moves.
I'll bet the gang of us could have taken him.
Maybe, but somebody would have gotten hurt.
Before we meet any more dangerous characters, I'll tell you what I'd like to do. Move out right now. Right. Jim, let's you and I see if we can get that engine started. Stand by to cast off, huh, Joe?
Aye, aye, sir.
Come on, Joe, let's go. Okay, Joe, cast off. dock there in less than half an hour. That's pretty good.
Hey, Frank, I think that boat's trying to signal us. What are they saying?
I don't know. I can't read Morse that fast. He's hailing us for some reason or other.
Hey, it's the Coast Guard.
I heard. What do you suppose we've done? I don't know. You better cut the engine down to idle. I already have. Lower the mainsail! What seems to be the trouble, sir?
We have orders to take you in tow. That craft is not properly documented.
We have papers. That's no Coast Guard cutter. They don't have official ensign. Cut him off!
Get away from that wheel, kid. Get out of there, I'll put you.
Get out of here, Frank! Come on, you gotta close the mainsail!
Ahoy, the Coast Guard! You got another man overboard!
Grab a boat hook and get those boats out of the water.
What are you planning to do with that mud scow?
Why, we figured we'd get it cleaned up and help you out taking people over to Rocky Isle.
Help me out? Huh. Put me out of business, you mean? Not enough you busted my windshield with your...
Clams, we're not trying to take business away from you. We're trying to make more. Once people find out about it, there'll be more business than we can both handle.
There better be. Or there's gonna be plenty of trouble.
Clams, if we do get you more business, can we have our football back?
Come on, Hugo.
Come on, fellas, let's go. Hey, Biff, take care of our bags, will you?
Hey, wait! Hey, fellas, wait for me!
Tiny, you crazy hound. Get out. Come on, Tiny.
I declare that dog is going to be the death of me yet. He started barking 5 minutes ago, running around that kitchen like a wild animal.
It's my fault, Aunt Gertrude. I was just trying out his electronic signaler.
Electro who?
This, right here on Tiny's collar. It's a miniature receiver. This is the beeper, the transmitter, see? Oh, the principle's real simple. You just
Frank.
You just pick an ordinary shortwave frequency.
You might just as well try to explain the Einstein theory to me. Now, have you boys had your breakfast yet?
No, ma'am.
Well, come on.
Nope. Close. But the E isn't quite as open and the syrup on the A is a
Now,
little
you're going to eat this before it gets cold, no matter what.
bit... We're trying to match up the typing on these two
No
specs.
matter what. No
Matter what. Good. Can we eat and look at the same time?
Now, in my day, young man...
That's it! That's it for sure! It's a Zeus, made in West Germany. You ever hear of it? No. But we'll probably have an easier time tracking it down than if it were a standard model. They don't even have a distributor out here. The closest one's in Chicago. We'll have to wire them for a list of buyers here. Probably take a day or so. By that time, we'll have the high house painted. And then we'll see how much trouble we're in for. Stand by to cast off!
See? Taking the bread out of a man's mouth.
Cast off the Okay, you guys, play something.
Well, what do you want us to play?
I don't know, we're sailing. How about Aloha?
Oh, you heard him, guys. Hit it.
Sink right there. Cut that out, Hugo.
I beg your pardon. Thanks, Joe.
We're not gonna sink and nobody's gonna drown. The dock is right there. Hey, Joe, start the pumps.
Hey, you think this could have been the work of clams, Daggett?
Everybody gets their money back, but if you hang onto your tickets until tomorrow, they'll be good for a free ride.
Now, wait a minute. People, come on now, let's have none of that. This ship is well found. If every craft in the harbor were sound, we'd have no problems.
Clams, I think I owe you an apology. I thought maybe you might have done this to us on purpose.
Well, I might have at that, but I never thought of it. Somebody else did, though. That hole was bored in it with a bit and drill, probably from outside. Now, you boys listen to me. If you want to stay in competition, you keep somebody on board at all times. Stand regular watches. You hear?
Yes, sir.
Come on, Hugo. Come on.
Yeah. And the distributor told us that they'd sold 3 Zeus machines to the Regent Hotel here in town.
I see.
They were the only ones sold in the area, huh?
The big thing, Dad, is that the room clerk told us one of them was stolen 2 weeks ago.
Just about the time Dr. Montrose checked out.
Well, that sounds terribly coincidental. Where's the doctor living now?
The old Varney mansion.
We thought we'd stop in and pay him a call, Dad.
That's my man, boys. Over and out.
Roger, good luck, Dad.
Roger, Dad.
I guess he isn't here.
I could have sworn I heard somebody. Or something.
You, want to take a look around back?
No? But I think we'd better.
Come on. Hey, what? Hey, look out! Come on.
watching us.
May I assist you, gentlemen?
Dr. Montrose.
We, tried your front door, sir. Frank wanted to see you about his throat.
What? Oh. Oh, the Hrdys, of course. Come up, boys. Come up here. You wouldn't have gotten any answer because there's nobody home. Your throat, you say, son.
No, it's nothing.
Dr. Montrose, there's someone in your house, I'm positive. I saw something move in that room up there.
Oh, that's impossible. I just returned from a walk. An intruder, perhaps. Would I be imposing if I asked you boys to search the house with me?
Not at all, sir.
I'd be glad to, Doctor.
Is it true you young chaps have bought a Chinese junk?
Yes, sir.
How is it?
Fine, Doctor.
We hope.
Oh, I'm sure you'll have no trouble with it. You must invite me aboard sometime. I'm a bit of a sailor myself, you know. Come in, gentlemen. Come in, come in. Now then, where shall we start? The kitchen and servants' quarters are right back there.
But we thought we saw somebody up there.
Upstairs it is, then. I'm making the study up there into my office. Come on. Oh, now mind those steps. I don't want to be treating anyone for a broken leg. Yeah, whatever work I do at home, I do right in here. Please. Rather pleasant, don't you think?
Do you, do your own typing, Doctor?
Oh, yes, just a little. Prescriptions, case histories, things like that. Now, the other rooms are quite obviously empty. As a matter of fact, they aren't even furnished. So, shall we...
We didn't look down there, Doctor.
Oh, that's just a linen closet. That hasn't been used for years. Come along, now, come along. There couldn't be anyone in there. You know, it's a funny thing about these old houses. A wall fluttering, a drape blowing. Makes you think someone is really moving around inside the room. And I'm very much obliged to both of you for accompanying me.
It's nothing, Dr. Frank.
Frank? Frank! He's not here.
That's impossible.
What's this?
That's a laundry chute. You don't suppose... The cellar.
Frank? 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 Frank?
Are you okay? I think so.
Now stay right where you are, young man. Don't you move until your head clears. Oh, dear me, I don't know how to apologize. You boys were quite right. There certainly was someone in the house.
better now? Much better, sir.
No question about it. It's valuable jade.
Unfortunately, it doesn't prove that Dr. Montrose is the chameleon.
I still say if you found it in his house...
It could just as easily have belonged to the guy who dropped me down the laundry chute. And the typewriter very definitely wasn't a Zeus.
Okay. Now what?
Chad, where were you? Jim says you weren't here when he came to relieve me.
Hey, what's going on?
Don't ask me. He just grabbed me and asked where you two were.
Up in the bow.
Oh, you're in terrible shape, you know it.
Up in the bow. Never mind that. What I want to know is why you left the ship unguarded. Come on, Frank, up in the bow, will ya? Come on, Jim.
And now, one of the most amazing sights of the century, the fabulous Poe collection. It's empty.
Boy, you better believe that's a pretty amazing sight, old buddy.
That's pure sandstone. There's no doubt about that. And it was still moist when I picked it up. Joe, it's got to be a piece of a stalactite from some cave. Well, wait a minute, Frank. Layer of carboniferous limestone is characteristic. But what about the caves right around here?
Wait a minute. Here it is. The forms are manifested in caves on such offshore California islands as Anacapa, Santa Clara, and further north, Rocky Isle.
Rocky Isle. Of course. Just about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll go see for ourselves.
Compliment you on your attentiveness, novice. I've never been watched so closely in my life.
Happy to do it, sir, anytime you come aboard.
I don't know what we let that guy come on board for anyway. Because we're a public conveyance, or whatever it's called. And we have to take anyone with a ticket, just like we have to keep a schedule. Did that Chinese fella try to get anywhere near the bow, Jim?
No, just moved on the ship like he was pacing off measurements.
Biff and I'll just have to see if he tries to follow us.
Hey, Biff! Get a flashlight!
Are you sure you guys can handle the ship for one more trip?
Don't worry about us, Frank.
You guys just take care of yourself.
Now listen, if it looks like any trouble in those caves, you guys just back off and wait for us.
Check. You should be back about noon. We'll signal you from that point right up there. Come on.
Take it easy, Frank.
Hey, do you think they see us?
I doubt it. Too far out. Think our Chinese friend is still trailing us?
No, I
think we lost him back there. Come on.
What do you think? Take a shot at it?
That's what we came for.
Look at those tracks. Somebody's been through here not too long ago. Come on.
Hey, this is pretty crazy, isn't it? Hey, look at that. Shut up. Hey, what's the... Shh. I heard something over there. Let's get out of here. Wait, you're going the wrong way.
No, you're going right. Exactly right for the family reunion. Bring him out.
Dad!
Stay where you are, kid.
Better do as he says, Frank. And you'd all better do as I say. Tell those men to drop their guns, Burke.
Oh, just sure, buddy. Anything you say. Take him.
Now, everybody else drop them. And don't move. George, look out!
Not very efficient work, but effective.
Dr. Montrose.
Oh, good morning, Frank. Throat all right today, I trust, eh? Tie them up, will you please?
See anything, Jim?
No.
Tiny, you escape. Tie him up, will you, Chet?
Sure. Come on, Tiny. Come on. Don't worry, Joe. They said they'd signal if anything was wrong.
Yeah.
Coat.
Ah, come on, Doc.
I wish you told us you were a private investigator too, Mr. Teaming.
If you recall, we weren't on particularly good terms when we first met, Frank.
No. Johnny, we...
Holy smoke! Hey, fellas, come on!
Beautiful. Beautiful. Everything I said they were. I'll take them. First, the money, huh, Ballard? But of course.
Come on, Chet. Suppose they have a guard. Yeah, he's right.
And 100,000 as agreed upon. First we counted.
First, we count.
Hey, you really laid him out. Hey, pretty good, Chet.
Wait a minute. Come on.
Wait for me. Wait.
Brought some matches. Shut up. There's something up ahead.
$100,000. Oh, it's a pleasure to do business with you, Ballarat.
The dealing is mutual, I assure you. Anytime a similar situation arises, please be sure to call us.
A deal. Oh, and what would you like to do with the prisoner, then, huh?
Well, I could think of a number of interesting things, but since our time is short, why don't we just shoot them in between then?
It's me.
trying anything funny, are they?
No, Dad. Not with Tiny, Dad.
He likes you, Doc.
Make him stay away from me.
Look, you're the chameleon. Change yourself into something he don't like.